So, which movie is worse, do you think? Johnny Handsome or Chinatown? Well, first let's go over the inspiration for both. Okay, the inspiration for Johnny Handsome is based off of a book, of a novel called The Three Worlds of Johnny Handsome by John Godley. It follows the plot pretty simple, which is really in this case not a good thing. Though I gotta give a few props to the film department for at least doing good with some makeup they put on Mickey Rourke. It also is really good as well that at least it tries to have some things in it that go okay, but apart from that, there's really just nothing to really like, I feel, about it. Now, as far as Chinatown, what most people don't know, it was directed by Roland Polanski with a original screenplay called Robert Town. Yeah, probably associate what Roland Polanski was trying to do. However, so as an original screenplay it fails. I think it's obvious which one wins. What about the plot of each? Well, neither one has very interesting plot, so I gotta say though the interesting thing about Chinatown was because that we got Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It very much deals with a detective named Jake Geeks, who is hired to investigate by a woman named Evelyn Molloway, what's going on with her daughter. What happens throughout this is the land developers plan to take this away to make room for a freeway, and now Jake is trying to find out what happened. Didn't I tell you how similar it was to Who Framed Roger Rabbit? You can look it up. It actually did it. Johnny Handsome, however, is about a man with a disfigured face who when they get him a new face, he gets fitted as a guinea pig, and then he couldn't. And then, when he becomes to look good, he ends up really finding a way to go back get mixed up in the mob again and go out to there. While this happened, Johnny is still a hardened criminal and always will be, as the cop played by Morgan Freeman suggests. Now the cop isn't very good to who are attacking Johnny, and that's pretty good. Well, as much as I don't like Johnny Handsome, I gotta give some credits to it for having a good enough plot. Chinatown wins. Or loses, either. Okay, what about the cast? Well, both of these have really good casts, so I'm not going to judge the cast on themselves. Instead, I'm going to judge on which characters were more insulting. Now, getting a handsome man to play an ugly man does really a lot of good work. And like so, getting a man like Mickey Rourke to take on the role of Johnny was pretty good. Morgan Freeman is also good, really good in here as a cop. And his love interest, played by Elizabeth McGovern, does good here. So nothing could be insulting, right? Well, not quite. First of all, the results of like as good a Mickey Rourke actor he is. Mickey Rourke is like he barely does anything except sing with the plastic surgery on, which I think cost him any award nomination. And this is the work they got Morgan Freeman doing. It's not much better for Jack Nicholson. I like Jack, and I try to say that like whenever, even when like your performance is good enough in movies, you shouldn't be judged by the movie sucks. But there are two actors I made an exception with. One is Al Pacino and Dick Tracy. The other, of course, is Jack Nicholson in this, but thankfully he lost to Art Carney for Harry and Tonto. There's barely anything he gets to. While he does do a good job as a detective, this one was so cardboard and plastered out, and there's nothing I can even make of this. Why does this damn movie exist? Faye Dunaway, however, is at least good at being a concerned citizen, but like, I don't know, for somebody who's really concerned about like her father wanting her daughter, they really do not act like this. I think for the wasted amount of time Johnny Handsome wins this. What about the director? Well, I know I'm gonna beat have a lot of stuff at me about like because the script to Chinatown was written by Roman Polanski. So I'm just gonna not judge the direction this time. What about which one was worse as a whole? I mean, I don't know. I feel at least Johnny Handsome is at least trying to has at least an interesting enough storyline, and I really just can't. And I think just how insulting it is, there's nothing I could do. Chinatown really never goes anywhere. It could be over in 5 minutes. There's not much I could say about it. So, I'm going to say as the overall win is Chinatown. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Arrivederci.